Good Erev Shabbos to you. I hope you're all well.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Let's do Mazel Tovs.
Mazel Tov to Rachel and Nick Mandel on Ariela's Bat Mitzvah.
Oh, Mazel Tov.
To Deborah and Ian Livingston on Emma's upcoming wedding.
Mazel Tov.
To Sandra and David Peterman on their diamond anniversary.
Mazel Tov.
To Betty Brooks on her 80th birthday.
Mazel Tov.
To Gillian and David Assel on their 30th wedding anniversary.
Mazel Tov.
To Jane Field on her grandson's mitzvah.
Mazel Tov.
And to anyone else who has a birthday, anniversary, or any other simcha in the coming week.
Mazel Tov.
We wish refuah shlema to anyone who's unwell.
Refuah shlema.
And to Lawrence Waldorf on the loss of his father, we wish long life and anyone else observing a yort site in the coming week.
Yes, shout outs this week.
We have shout outs to everybody who took part in the Maccabi Fun Run.
Yes, amazing. A lot of people in the community have got involved in fantastic. You know, there are over 6,000 people there.
No,
amazing.
And how much money is raised for charity?
Lots and lots of money. Fantastic achievement to all those who took part, also helped out. Do you know, someone actually from our community was also helping out on one of the stands, on the food stand.
Right.
Can you guess?
I'm glad there's food. There's got to be food.
Well, there was. Listen to this.
It's a Jewish event.
They told me they sold, how many burgers do you think they sold?
How many people were there?
6,000.
4,000 burgers.
That's not
500.
Well, now it's going to sound like a rubbish number. So, hey, write in, tell us how many you think. It was 800, by the way.
800.
That's an incredible.
It's a lot of burgers.
800 burgers. That's a lot.
I mean, I would eat, a lot of burgers. So I was just thinking.
Not 4,000 then. Anyway, moving on. This Shabbos, so Friday evening candle lighting in our community is at 7:45. Mincha Kabbalat Shabbat is at Croxton and Yavne at 7:15, and in Elstree, kindly hosted by the Assels, at 7 o'clock. I'm going, please God, to Elstree this Friday night. Look forward to seeing those who are there. On Shabbat morning at Croxel Hashkam is at 8 o'clock. Main services Croxel and Yavne at 9:30. I think Yusuda again in Shakespeare Park between 5 and 6. Again, hopefully the weather's going to be fantastic. Then Mincha followed by Shwama, Suda, and a Shir again in conjunction with the Borum Kolel, looking at medicine on Shabbat in Halacha. That's at 8:55 at Croxdale and also 8:55 at Yavne. And Marev, when Shabbos ends, is at 10:26. It's getting shorter. It's getting winter's coming. Just quickly look to looking ahead to this week on Thursday. Thursday the 6th of July, is the fast of Tammuz, Shabbat of Tammuz, the 17th of Tammuz, the beginning of the 3 weeks, the saddest period in the Jewish calendar. The fast starts at 1:05 a.m. and ends at 10:17 p.m. Guidelines as to the restrictions and what things are permitted during the 3 weeks will be going up, please God, with Sunday's email. Anything else coming up?
We have vibes groups are happening. Please take a look for those. Men That Do Lunch, book club, knitting and stitching, philosophy supper, which I believe is always sold out. Yeah. Makers Space, Thursday Club, Arty Crew, and if you want to think of something else, please come along. Let us know.
Always looking for more vibes. And on Monday, the 10th of July at 7:30, Matthew Gold is in conversation with Simon Levine with a Q&A, and this is in conjunction with Radlett United Synagogue. And that's at Radlett, isn't it?
That's at Radlett, yes. And there's also Monday Night Schmooze on the 10th of July with Michael Firestone, and also in conversation with Rabbi Citron, giving the halachic perspective of his topic, which I don't have to hand right now. But we will next week.
Yes.
That's in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, and how about Dvar Torah this week?
Dvar Torah. So this week, the famous instant, Moshe is told to speak to the rock, but instead he strikes it and is punished by God. Although the details are familiar to us, what message do they contain for us? Why did the method in which the water was extracted matter? I believe the Torah is signalling to us a significant point about how we relate to each other. If it's important to God how we treat an inanimate object such as a rock, then how much more so do we need to be cognizant of the feelings of our fellow sentient human beings? Even if you could argue that it makes no difference if the end result is the same, the water came out, other people complied with your wishes, however harshly they are expressed. The truth is, it matters to God and it leaves an everlasting effect, which might just be to our detriment. So you should think about that.
That is something to think about. Thank you very much. Excellent. Well, wishing you all a good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.